Hello, y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you're watching this. I'm excited. This is Christmas week, so I've got my festive red on and so excited for this week with my little guys. Anyway, and with that being said, it is also coming to the end of 2021 and we're about to start a new year, 2022. So hopefully you're starting to think about, or you will be in the next week or so, maybe after Christmas, starting to think about your health goals for next year. What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to change? What do you want to do different? What do you want to reach for? And so I wanted to offer, I have 15 different ways that you can set a health goal other than losing weight. And I really want to offer these to you guys because one, this is how I get results in my life. The times that I have tried to focus on this scale, and to each their own here, right? I just want to offer that real quick. If working using the scale and you are a detail-oriented person and you need to do that and that serves you, you go on ahead, like go on with your bad self. But if you're like me and millions of people out there, thousands of people that I have worked with, where the scale throws you off and you've got this little bit of a rebel in you when or you see it and it throws you off and you're like, Jesus, I'm doing all the things and the scale isn't moving, right? And just in general, when I have focused on the scale, even me, then there's something about seeing that number that gets to us, that causes all this drama in our brains, can cause us to spiral out when we are doing the right things. It's just that our bodies are these amazing, beautiful, crazy things that take into account so many things for weight loss. And that's why I'm not a fan of the scale, because one, it throws so many people into mind drama about like, I'm not doing the right things, this freaking sucks, look at this, I'm a failure, blah, 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 that little negative Nancy on your shoulder. And then that causes us to then not do the things anymore and not keep up with it, right? And it's like the scale defines who we are or what we do. And so I just want to ditch that. I want to ditch that. So I would invite you to go ahead and I literally brought my scale up with y'all. Scale, this is going to be going away. It's been away for almost all of this year. I brought it out after my 100 miler, about a month or so after, to just see where I was at. Weighed myself for maybe a few weeks or so and then put it back away because you know what? I know my body, and I bet you do too. I bet you know when you've eaten a few too many cookies and you're like, yep, my pants don't fit, I'm like 5 pounds heavier. Or when you've let it slip a little bit more than that and you're like, okay, I'm definitely like probably 10 pounds more. Or when you're feeling healthier on that side of the things and you've lost some weight. You just know in your body when you feel good and when you don't. I bet you do if you really, really paid attention and listened to that. So I want to just invite you that we don't need that. You do not need this scale to measure progress. You do not need this weight loss as a goal to have. That I'm going to give you 15 different ways that you can create a health goal for 2022 or at any time. Go ahead and come to this video so you can see there are so many ways that we can focus on our health. And you know what? When we do this, when we do any one of these, that's when you can see weight loss. That is when you will actually get that results that you want, but you don't have to focus on it. Like with this death grip of like, oh my God, I need to lose this weight. But like, I will guarantee if you focus on one of these goals, and you're gonna see me look down at my notes to make sure I got them all, that you can actually get that result and it'll feel so much better and be so much more fun. Okay, so sorry for the rant. I just want to be like really clear and hopefully like open a door to see like there's more than just weight loss as a health goal. There's way, way more. And for myself personally, this has been the best way to lose weight or to improve my health is by focusing on any one of these during the year. And all of my friends that are also consistently working out and doing these things, most of them are not focused on a weight goal, but they're focused on something, an ultra marathon or a 5K race or building their booty. We'll get into all of those. But it's the focus is there, and it's way more fun that way, okay? So, all right, so here we go. Let's dig in. So the first one is going to be running a race. And even if you're not a big runner, I just want to encourage, you could even walk the race, right? But this is just a really good gateway and easy way to find a goal, right? There's a 5K, half marathon, marathon, ultra marathon, almost any time of year this, you can find, and one in your local city. So choosing one of those, and your goal could just be to finish, right? You don't have to have any kind of time set on that, but just to finish and do one of these. So, oh, sugar, I wanted to offer something there. So yes, so just running a race of some kind. That is what keeps me on track. I know when I've kind of gotten too far off, I'm like, okay, where's my next race? I was just looking at this. I have my races planned out for next year, and I'm like, okay, girlfriend, time to plan and get back on track by focusing on that next race. And that's typically how it always goes, okay? So that's one way. And again, you could walk, you don't have to run this. Next one, for anybody who is already a little advanced in running, is to set a PR in your running a race. Like maybe you've run a marathon before, but it took you 6 hours. So this next year you want to run one in 5 hours or 5.5, right? So setting a new PR or taking a podium finish. Those are some fun goals to really up-level your game. Start thinking more like an athlete would, and therefore start to do the things in your day-to-day to get you that goal. Okay, number 3, lower your resting heart rate. I actually love this one. I know it sounds so like plain Jane, but y'all, the lower your resting heart rate is one of the best indicators of your health. And it's can be fun to see it go down. And so a lot of cardiovascular activities will help you get there. You can see a dramatic shift if you consistently are doing some aerobic cardiovascular activities. But in general, if you are just starting to work out or up-level your workout game, this is a really amazing way to see your progress. So your resting heart rate, ideally you would take when you first get out of bed, actually before you even roll out of bed, like you're still eyes pop open. There are many watches that will check it for you. You could obviously do a pulse check and do it yourself, but your resting heart rate, take that now or sometime. Maybe I would encourage you the end of this year, and then whatever you end up doing for your workouts and exercise, take it quarterly. It's going to take some time to see that change, but take it quarterly and see where you're at a year from now with your resting heart rate. It's such a fun way to work towards your goals and do the things to get there. Okay, number 4, this is one I've been having fun with this last season, and you choose your body part or your thing, but it could be building your booty. There's a program I use, Booty by Brett. I love it. Again, there's no focus on gaining or losing weight. It's just a focus on having, like when I do strength training, I want to have a fun workout. I like to have a little bit more of a purpose than just go lift weights. So for me, it was building a booty. So that's a fun way to get me to the gym, is by doing workouts like that and being a part of that community. For dudes, maybe that's like building your chest or building your arms, right? Whatever it is, building your legs, maybe ladies, like whatever it is. But, and this is not to be vain at all, this is just to have fun. Like if that's what gets you to the gym, let's go, pick that goal. Okay, number 5, a new PR in lifting. So kind of talked about that in racing, but maybe if you're a lifter or you go to CrossFit or just in general, you're at the gym, setting a new PR in your lifts, like that's a really great goal to work towards, that you're gonna have to put in that consistency day in, day out to see that result. Okay, and then kind of similar to this for maybe us everyday gym folks, going up in weights in general. So say you take a HIIT class in group fitness, or you are working with a personal trainer, or you do Nourish Move Love or Beachbody workouts, you do some kind of digital online workouts. So going up in your weights is a great way to track your progress and set goals for. So you could say, okay, right now I'm doing a dumbbell squat with 20 pounds. I want to be doing 30 pounds in 6 months, or whatever it is, right? But to go up in your weights with whatever workouts you're doing. Okay, where am I at? 7, to do a competition. So I mentioned the racing again, but I want to just like really open everybody's eyes up to see there's a lot more than just running a 5K or a marathon or a half. That's a go-to for me and a lot of folks, but whatever the competition is that you like. So if you are a dancer, maybe it's like a dance competition. It could be an Ironman. It could be a mini triathlon. There's a lot of those locally. It could even be like a golf trip with your buddies. Maybe you want to improve your golf game and you want to like show up at that like golf weekend with your boys and like really blow them out of the water. Okay, what do you need to do for those 6 months prior to get there? One thing I will say about the competition goal or even the race goal is you don't want to just set your goal for that and then after that, like, I'm done and sit back, right? I would encourage you, if that's kind of the route you're taking, to consistently have something to look forward to then. If you don't have all the systems in place to be able to consistently keep working out in between something like a competition or an event. So like ladies, even if it's like a wedding or engagement photos, or it could even be like a family vacation to this epic beach, right? Like that's a great competition. That's a great goal to look forward to. Just don't drop the ball after that, right? You keep something in the works, maybe not immediately, but keep something on the table to keep those efforts going. So just a little caveat there. Okay, next, I think I'm on 12. I'm just gonna go next. Daily steps. Keeping track of your daily steps is such a fun way. I've had so many people love to do this as a health coach. They wear their watch. You can even get like a super easy little pedometer. But keeping track of your steps. Do you want to hit 5,000 a day? Maybe that's where you're at if you're only getting a couple thousand. Do you want to hit the 10,000 a day? Do you want to hit, maybe it's an average of 50,000 a week? Whatever it is, but a step goal. A movement goal in general. So similar, and it could be like you want to move your body 20 minutes a day at a minimum, or you want to move your body for 150 minutes a week, and then you're going to split that up in your week for those workouts, what that looks like, right? Or you want to hit 500 minutes a month. So maybe it's a movement goal specifically. And then last one similar to that is a workout goal. So it's like you want to hit 4 workouts every single week for 2022. How amazing would that be, you guys? And remember, if you've listened to my podcast episode, if not, you can go find it. What is a workout? You get to decide what a workout is. So that could be a 30-minute walk for 4 days a week, every single week of the year, right? Doesn't matter if you're on vacation, doesn't matter if the kids are out of school, whatever it is, maybe your goal is to get X amount of workouts in every single week, no matter what, next year. Okay, cruising right along. I'm gonna get into some more health, food ones, eating ones here, last little bit. Drink X amount of ounces of water a day. I know this sounds small, but how many of y'all are doing it, right? But this is just one of those foundational habits. If you're drinking more water, you will have more energy, you will feel better, you will have better workouts, better recovery, you will have less cravings, you will lose weight. So maybe it's just as simple as drinking X amount of ounces of water a day. Okay, eat 80% whole real foods. Eat 80% whole real foods, and then 20% of the time you can eat anything you want. That could be your eating guidelines for 2022. Stop with the keto, stop with the no flour, and then cheating on yourself, and then starting and stopping. What if your goal is just simply to eat whole, real, nutritious foods 80% of the time. 20% of the time, eat whatever the heck you want, right? And then you can play around with that. Do you need to be 90-10, 85-15? But if that's your goal, like, focus on that. Okay, stop eating late night or late night snacking. This is always a huge one in health coaching. And listen, my hand is raised. I love some cereal at night, okay? Or I love dessert. So it's come up for me, and I want to offer that to you as I've coached so many people on it. This maybe is that like groundbreaking habit for you to break, that you've tried to and could not do it, that could change everything else. Like, just think about that. I'm going to offer that to you. Or what is that one eating goal for you that could be? And you know you. So like, you get to decide, like, is there that one thing that always triggers you? Like, is it if you have the afternoon sweets, the donuts at work, or the cupcake, or the chocolate, that cascades into a spiral of unhealthy eating and the shame talk and blah, blah, blah? So what if you stopped doing that you did not have that afternoon sweet snack, so that all of this didn't happen every day, right? Be a powerful habit to change. Forget about worrying about all the other stuff. Just change that one thing. So we're trying to like really hone in on some powerful habits to you, and that don't focus on trying to have all these rigid rules around your eating or your exercise, right? Okay, eat a veggie with 2 meals in a day. That's a great goal. So many of us are not eating our veggies. So what if you decided, my goal is just to eat 2 veggies a day? And because of that, you're automatically going to eat some healthier foods, right? And you'll probably feel better. So just a thought. Okay, my last one here. This is a mindful eating one. I am going to do a full episode on a full set of mindful eating tools for you all to use. But I just want to offer a couple questions. You could ask yourself this question, one of these questions, every time before eating. This could be your goal. It's just to ask yourself this question or one of these questions before you eat. And that is, how will you serve me? Asking your food, how will you serve me? And if it's a piece of pie, maybe it will serve you and like you're enjoying it with your family and your kids helped to make it, right? How will you serve me? Doesn't mean that you have to eat, seconds of it. So maybe it is. It's like you want to eat this with your family. And maybe it could also be like, you know what? I don't want to feel like crap in the morning. So that's not going to serve me. So I'm okay with that. So then you make a choice, a powerful choice. Okay, am I hungry? As simply as that. So when you feel like you want to eat from stress, from boredom, from whatever, ask yourself, am I hungry? And if the answer is no, dive deep down that path. What are you then? Are you bored? Do you need to go call a friend and get out for a walk? Right? Are you stressed? Do you need to go do something to take care of that stress? But asking yourself, am I hungry? Okay, and then similar to the first one, what will eating this food do for me? So what will eating this food do for me? And so you get to decide, but really it helps you to like be conscious and aware and not just, I'm stressed out, I'm starving, I'm, all the things that come up, or out of habit, we eat late night. Maybe it's just because that's what we've been doing. We feel like we're hungry, but we're gonna ask, what will eating this food do for me? And then go down that path and see where it lands you, right? Okay, you guys, so that was my 15 goals, health goals that you can have for yourself for 2022 or at any time. But I just want you to start to think about some different goals you could set aside from losing the weight. And I would invite you to join me in ditching the scale, literally like put the scale away. Let's put it away for 2022 or for 6 months, whatever amount of time you want to decide to not focus on that and instead focus on a really intentional, fun health goal that would be so much fun for you to go after, right? So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know what goals you're choosing, and I will see you guys again soon.